This is a solid brick of nylon 12 printed on the Fuse 1 Plus. This is an even bigger solid brick of nylon 12 printed on the Fuse X1, the new industrial SLS printer from Formlabs. Now, I'm gonna be showing off all these different parts and giving you some more information later in the video and in our other videos, so make sure to subscribe for that. But today, we're in Boston at the Formlabs headquarters getting hands-on with the new Fuse X1. This is a massive build volume, industrial grade machine for businesses and production. If you wanted to compare it to the Fuse 1 Plus, it's about 8 times the volume for build size and then about 3x the output of other comparable industrial SLS and MJF machines. So really cool time here. They basically brought us out for the Partners Summit and we got to learn all about the machines, and I'll have more videos going into the nitty-gritty details. But today, I'm just gonna show you the workflow. So let's go right into it. This is the machine. It's huge. I'm 6'4" for reference, so this is about 6'5". It's just like the Fuse 1 Plus, but you got a bigger screen and bigger everything. So right here, you've got all your different stuff to operate the machine. Go in there, see your build jobs, go in here, do maintenance. Super simple, super clean, super easy, just like the Fuse 1 Plus. We've had other SLS machines, and at the end of the day, we didn't even want to run builds on them. But for the last almost 2 years now, year and a half, we've been running builds almost every day on our Fuse 1, using them in the production for our 22 IDEX High Temp FDM 3D printer, and it's been an incredible time, like a joy to use. We can't wait to run builds, whether they're short builds that take a few hours or overnight fully packed build volumes for production. It's absolutely awesome. So this interface makes everything super easy. You've got a connectivity, firmware updates, calibration, general. It reminds you when you need to do maintenance tasks and things of that nature. Obviously your jobs, and then of course just the machine's status. So this is actually the hopper. This is where you'll see the powder and what level you have. This thing holds about, I think it's 80 liters of powder, which is, I believe, 4 to 5 full build volumes. So this thing will run constantly. So in here you can see the biggest thing that Formlabs focuses on is reliability. Ease of use, reliability, making sure the machines are just gonna run and be able to print whatever you throw at it. So a bunch of this stuff in here, now this is a pre-production unit, so things will change just a little bit before the machine ships, but keeping the consistency of the thermals and the build temperatures allows them to do crazy stuff that almost no other machine can do, like that huge block of nylon 12 over there. This is great because the build volume just slides right out. And you can see, you don't even have to plug anything in. It's got this whole thing, which is on a spring. You can just swap this out. You gotta wait maybe an hour for it to cool down before taking it out, and then you let it sit, cool all the way down before taking it over to the sift. Smash it in there, you're good to go for the next build. Boom, just like that. So from there you take the build volume, once it's cooled, you throw it into the sift here. Now you'll notice you've got 3 glove box hands in here, so you can get multiple people working on this. My favorite part about this new sift unit is actually that they've added compressed air. Now the compressed air just lets you blast out orifices and chambers and channels and different things much easier than doing everything with brushes and everything else by hand. But basically, you put the build volume in, it slides up in this area, and then you just break it all apart, and then down in here, it gathers all that extra unused powder, and then they use the vacuum conveyor system, which is that thing up on top there, to take it into the mix kit, which mixes everything up in a large industrial form, and then that takes it straight back into the printer. So to make it really easy, they basically took like the top SLS and MJF machines and said, we're going to beat these machines on every single point, from the electrical consumption to the price, significantly less than half the price of an HP MJF machine. Absolutely nuts. The build speed, the throughput, how much stuff you can actually pack into a build volume. In fact, that's something good. Let's run over to the build volume examples and show you exactly what we mean. So this is an example of the pack density that you can do on an HP MJF machine. You gotta have the parts spaced apart a little bit. On the Fuse, this is the One Plus and the X1, that's how dense you can pack everything. So you can fit roughly 3 times the number of parts and the closeness on the Formlabs technology. So as long as we're talking about build volume and pack density, this is basically what you can do on a Fuse One Plus 30 watt, this size of parts. This is an HP Multijet Fusion 5200 series, and this is the Fuse X1. Now it's partly the actual build volume size, but more so it's how close you can pack together parts. You're just getting more efficient builds. You can throw more parts in closer together and still get the awesome results delivered. Works fantastic. They got some amazing new technology when it comes to reliability with the AI computer vision that's watching the entire build, and if anything messes up or starts kerneling or weird things happen, it actually encapsulates that so that it doesn't mess up the rest of the parts, and it'll stop certain parts. So you can see here, this is a part where it actually just stopped building that actual part at a certain point because there were errors. Now you can do incredible detail, incredibly thin walls. I mean, this is super, super thin, nylon 12, but if you're prototyping and stuff like that, this is absolutely awesome technology and huge, so much bigger than the One Plus. Very cool stuff. I mean, great for drones and drone parts and drone bodies, everything else like that. And then as far as the ecosystem goes, from the Sift, you bring it over to the Blast. Now the Blast is the exact same unit we've had before, and they just upgraded the size of the tumbler and the tumbler liner. Same thing there, you can just fit more parts in it and get your parts automatically post-processed. Let's go look a little more at the build volume examples. This is like 100 something pounds. This is $7,000 worth of nylon. Now the crazy part about this is it's 100% pack density. This is completely solid. Other machines out there, you cannot do this. You would get, well, probably start a fire, but the thermals required to achieve an entire build volume of solid print is just nuts. I think they're the only ones doing anything like this. And it's a testament to how long they've spent at dialing in the technology. Now, a couple other cool examples. This is a radial flyer bike frame. This is a prototype for a production bike. But the example was, they had them talk here at the Partners Summit about how the Fuse One build volume, they can print this entire thing in one build volume, basically overnight, so they don't have to wait days or weeks to assemble the whole thing or do multiple build volumes and things like that. They printed the whole thing in one go, and they can test out the design and make sure everything is spot as they want it, just on one machine, one night of printing. Another cool part here is this is a 150-foot continuous chain using a little bit of AI and ChatGPT and Blender that Max, the CEO, actually was playing around with and made. And it's just a huge chain, freaking really cool part. I see this coming a lot into textiles and fabrics and apparel design and stuff like that. It's become a bigger thing, but there's so much you can do. Even parts like this for models or different things, you can do huge parts, and it's exactly like the injection mold's gonna be. So you can test, make sure your part is the way you want it before you invest in those molds to shoot 100,000 of these. Or if you're doing low volume runs, you can actually just print however many you need. Very cool stuff. Now this is another great feature, the rollable build chambers. This is the size of it, right? This is just a huge, this plate goes all the way down in there as it's printing, and then it's insulated so it actually cools down slowly in there, and that helps prevent warping and everything else. But having this, you wait about an hour and then pull it out of the machine, and then you can just set this to the side and let it cool, roll in your next build chamber, start the next print, keep production going. And then once it's ready, of course, you roll it into the Sift. Now, one cool feature that I really like is they spent a lot of engineering time on this whole setup. So this thing is all spring loaded, and you really just have to load it in there, roll it in, chunk it in, and you're good to go. So no plugging in wires or anything like that. Totally mobile, already on wheels, really great stuff. Formlabs has put a ton of great work into this whole system to take their SLS technology to the next level for full production, and we're excited to be one of the first resellers in the world to be able to sell it. So if you're interested in this, or even a Fuse One, or any other form line of machines, or our High Temp 22 IDEX 3D printer, give us a call, shoot us an email. We've got a team of engineers right here in America ready to answer your questions, get you sample parts, get you whatever you need to be sure that you're getting the ROI you're looking for from additive manufacturing. Big thanks to Formlabs for having us out. It's a great time. Love seeing this product and everything else they've got. Great team, great facilities, good company to work with. American company, American quality, fantastic stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a positive rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.